First at 5:30, a goal of a new stadium for Detroit City Football Club, or DCFC, is one step closer to reality. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Simon Shaquette.
And I'm Glenda Lewis. The professional soccer team struck a $2 million community benefits agreement with people who live in the neighborhood.
The proposed stadium would sit on Michigan Avenue in Corktown and is expected to have an economic impact of $25 million a year. But there are lingering concerns about the development, including an anticipated lack of parking for the sports venue.
7 News Detroit reporter Randy Wimbley is speaking with people who live in the area and Detroit City FC leaders about those concerns and the next steps in the development.
For the club was born out of a group of guys having beers on bars on Michigan Avenue a long time ago. To do it in our own backyard. I mean, I live just a few blocks away from the stadium site. That's something very unique in American pro sports and something that we don't take lightly.
You could say DCFC is coming home. We caught up with team co-founder and CEO Sean Mann about plans to build a new stadium at the site of the shuttered Southwest Detroit Hospital on Michigan Avenue and 20th Street in Corktown. The development now a step closer to reality after striking a community benefits agreement with residents.
I think there were 57 requests. We ended up with 51 of those, wholly accepted or modified in some way.
Even so, concerns remain.
I just don't think the value of the community benefits that have been offered are worth it. I mean, it's going to be $1.2 million spread out over 12 years. Is the major benefit that we negotiated.
Corktown resident and former Detroit councilwoman Sheila Cockrell was one of the few no votes on the Neighborhood Advisory Council that struck the community benefits agreement worth more than $2 million. Among other things, she says the stadium will do a number on traffic congestion and parking in the neighborhood. The deal requires 2,500 parking spaces surrounding the stadium, which will seat 15,000 fans.
There is the parking plan that the stadium has put together is insufficient, in my opinion. They're going to have an incentive program for people who come in a non-motorized way to the stadium, but they couldn't tell us what the incentive is, how it'll be monitored.
Part of the plan at the very beginning was building a vertical parking deck on Michigan Avenue, which there's already a need for with all the growing businesses there.
Mann says they will also continue traffic studies after the stadium opens. They're looking at a 2027 opening date, an aggressive timeline considering the impact tariffs are having on construction.
Yeah, there is a lot of moving parts right now in the world of construction that we're navigating. The spring we'll look to get going construction-wise as long as we get everything through council by year's end.
The community benefits agreement comes as DCFC seeks tax incentives worth about $90 million over 30 years for the nearly $200 million stadium development. In Corktown, Randy Wimbley, 7 News Detroit.
Randy, thank you.